salvation is upon us. The revelations come to pass. The seals are being broken.
They're not invincible, but so many Christian churches have been taught that it's the end of the world, so we should just lay down and go along with Romans 13. As a pastor, what's your view on that?
Man, you just hit my hot button, Alex. I tell you what, we would not be in the shape we're in today if the pastors in America had not just laid down on the job. Some of it's the 501c3 tax-exempt status. Some of it is just plain old-fashioned laziness. Some of it is ignorance. But whatever the reason, they have used that Romans 13 mantra for so long to sedate the churches of this country and to cause them to be lethargic, and they're using it against us. And I'm sure that for some of them it's not intentional, but boy, that result has been, for the most part, the Church of the Lord Jesus has been totally ineffective in standing against the forces of evil in this country. And I don't see a lot of turnaround on the horizon in that regard either. And that's why I think that God is raising up people like Alex Jones and the Ron Paul Revolution and Campaign for Liberty and a lot of these other groups that are out there that are standing against the New World Order, and they're standing for the things that are right. If the churches and the preachers had been doing it all along, we wouldn't be in this shape. But they're not doing it for the most part. And that's why I've got a lot of people that watch me online, Alex. Quite frankly, we live stream our Sunday morning services every Sunday, and we got people that watch us because they can't find a church in their hometown that they can go to and get the truth. So, whatever the reason, you're right, the pastors have just not been doing the job. And, if the colonial preachers in America at the founding era had have acted and believed like the churches and the pastors are doing today, America would not exist. We would be a crown colony of England today with no Bill of Rights and very little freedom.
They led the rebellion against King George III.
Absolutely. Without that, what they called the Black Regiment, that group of patriot clergymen leading the way and preaching the sermons and giving them the inspiration and the information that they needed to wage that fight for independence. If they had not done that, there is no question that the Revolutionary War would have never taken place.
In fact, some of the first people killed at the start of the war were prominent pastors.
Well, let's remember that the shot heard around the world there at Concord and Lexington. Those shots were fired by Christian men of one congregation. The church at Lexington, the pastor's name was Jonas Clark. They were the militiamen. They were the ones that came to the defense at Concord and Lexington, first at Lexington and then at Concord Bridge, of course, and others came to their assistance as the battle grew. But the first men, the first ones that stood up there at Lexington Green against the Crown's forces that had come to arrest John Hancock and Sam Adams and take the guns was that pastor and his congregation.
Beautifully put, ChuckBaldwinLive.com. We look forward to talking to you again, sir, and we appreciate you joining us and all the great work you do. That column's up there, Top Secret America, the rest of the story. We'll get that posted over at Infowars.com. We'll talk to you soon, Pastor.
Thank you, Alex.
Godspeed.